solve the equation 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 is equal to 0, giving your answers to three significant figures. So we've got the equation 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 is equal to 0. Now, what we need to do is, underneath that, write down ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That's a general format of a quadratic equation. So that means that a is 2, b is minus 3, and c is minus 7. And because we're being asked to give this to three significant figures, it suggests that we should be using the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is this: x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Right, so now substituting these numbers into these formulas. Now you need to be careful because two of them are negative, and therefore you should substitute the numbers in using brackets. So let's do it carefully. X is equal to minus b, so it's minus brackets minus 3 because b is minus 3, plus or minus square root of b squared, so it's minus 3 in brackets all squared. Quite common mistake here is just to write minus 3 squared with no brackets, and then when you actually square it you write down minus 9, when in fact it is actually 9, because minus 3 times minus 3 is 9. So using the brackets is very, very important. Minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is minus 7, all over 2a. So it's 2 times a, which is 2. Right, moving on. Minus 3 is 3, plus or minus the square root. Now minus 3 all squared, because it's got brackets, is 9. Minus 3 times minus 3 is 9. Now a minus times a minus will make a plus, and then 4 times 2 times 7 is 8 times 7, which is 56, all divided by 2 times 2, which is 4. And then one last step is to add these together. So we've got 3 plus or minus square root of 9 plus 56 is 65, all over 4. Right, so either x is going to be 3 minus square root of 65 over 4. Now, when you do this on your calculator, you need to use the fraction button on the calculator. So enter fraction first, put in the numbers 3 minus square root 65, and then in the denominator with the arrow key move it down to 4. Then when you press equals, you'll probably just get that number, so you need to press the S to D button to make it a decimal. So the decimal answer you should get is minus 1.2655. And then to that 5 will make that 6 or 7. To three significant figures, it's minus 1.27 to three significant figures. Or x is equal to 3 plus square root of 65 over 4. Again, using the fraction button, or going back and using the replay button and changing that minus sign to a plus. Again, that will give you 2.7655, which will give you 2.7723 significant figures. Right, so our two answers are x is equal to minus 1.27 or 2.77. So this has been a video to show you how to solve a quadratic equation using the formula. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.